Peace to the family, peace to the family. Let me know if y'all can hear me. How's the audio doing? Check 1, check 2. All right, give me 1 minute. Put this link in the bio. How's everybody doing on this Thursday? Hope all is well. Philosophical. What up, my guy? I'm gonna probably bring you on live today, you know what I mean, to introduce you to the audience and let them know that we got a podcast coming up. You know what I'm talking about? But we're going to talk about some things. A lot on my mind. A lot on my chest. You know, I got a lot of shit that I want to talk about. But, you know, I'm going to just speak on what I know. You know what I mean? I'm going to just speak on what I know. Yeah, shit is going crazy. You said no sound? Who said no sound, man? Can y'all hear me or not? And what's up with this no sound shit y'all always be saying? Okay, there is sound. Good. You want it louder? Okay. That's as loud as we gonna get it. You know what I mean? That's as loud as we gonna get it. So yeah. Putin in North Korea is wilding what up with our currency. There's a currency war going on. You know, there's a currency war going on. There's nothing to be surprised about if you've been paying attention. Everybody outside of Israel, for that matter, is basically against America. You feel me? That's just what it boils down to. But y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all want to talk about polite. You know, I'm sure that everybody want to talk about polite. I would definitely say when it comes to that, if you wasn't in the community in 2000 and I think it was 18, when we called polite out, and when we went to war with the community, because the reason why I say that is the day that we called polite out, the next day, well, I'm going to add some context to the whole situation. When we called polite out, the same day we called out HOK and other platforms and basically publicly distanced ourselves, right? And was just, you know, we just made that announcement that we wasn't fucking with the program no more. And for that, we got banged on by King Simon, Sinetta, Inky, Ankh, right? Everybody who was on Sinetta TV that night with polite, basically, you know, trying to call us out, trying to expose us and shit like that for late orders, right? So we got turned on by niggas that we trusted. I got death threats. Niggas talked about my mama and whatnot. You feel me? I got pictures sent to me in my inbox from niggas taking pictures of me standing on 125th Street talking about, yeah, nigga, we could have clapped you and all kind of stupid shit. Like I went through a lot in 2018, you know, but the biggest betrayal outside of everybody was the elders. You understand? If anybody was watching that video when we called out Polite, it wasn't really an exposed video. It wasn't like, yo, we exposing him, you doing this. No. If anybody paid attention to the video was just me and my brother, who was responsible for bringing Polite to the community in the beginning, right? Because, of course, there's ties to Dr. Sebi, right? There's ties to Dr. Sebi. This is a new brother in the community, right? He's doing his health thing. He got a family. You feel me? And we like, yo, we gonna promote that. Feel me? So we helped to push him. This is way before he got over to House of Consciousness. He was on Know the Ledge through Blog Talk. So it's only right that people who help put him on call him out. And I got basically tapped on the shoulders when it got too much. There was too much going on in the community, and certain elders who shall remain nameless basically tapped my shoulders and was like, yo, we ready to bring this nigga up on charges. The elders for counsel and the youth for war. That's what they told me. So elders for counsel, youth for war. So they said, bring him up on charges and we gonna deal with it as the elder council. That's what they told me specifically. They didn't tell Blue Pill that. They didn't tell nobody that. They hollered at me specifically. Put the battery in my back and told me, we got you, Red. We need you to step out and handle this. What transpired prior to that was that the same thing happened with Africa Bambaataa. You understand? Broke my little heart into pieces because here it goes. Somebody the elders didn't know what he was on specifically. They were ready to bring him to a council to discover what exactly he was on. You feel me? Who said excuses? You know, I'm not gonna get belligerent on people that I don't know. I would rather to smoke with people that I do know, because I don't know y'all on the internet. So I won't react to a troll and whatnot, because usually that could be a bot or whatever. But most of the time, y'all don't know the stories because you wasn't there. You understand? Y'all don't know what the fuck be going on because you wasn't there. A lot of y'all got onto this shit late in the game. You know what I mean? So what I'm giving you is some motherfucking context. I'm not here for tea. I don't get on the internet and talk about other men, nor do I get on the internet to talk about other women. You bird ass nigga. So that ain't what I'm here to do. I'm not built like that. If I got a problem with somebody, I'm going to face them face to face. I don't play internet games. You understand? Anyway. So the elders, it wasn't one of them. It was a few of them. They wanted to know what's going on with this brother Polite, right? So we was like, we gonna bring him to the table. I'll do it. You know what I mean? Fuck that. Because we did it to Bambaataa, right? We basically shut Bambaataa's whole operation down. We didn't know that it was gonna happen like that. We wanted, I'm the little homie. I'm like, nah, he gonna clear it up. This the big homie. He gonna clear it up. We just gonna call him out. He gonna come and shut it down, and he'll understand that we did it in love, right? We call him out, and he ran to Lisa Everts for Street Warriors or whatever. He ran to the white press, basically. He didn't give us the benefit of the doubt. And to be honest with you, since that day, I haven't heard nor seen from the brother. And that's neither here nor there, right? But what had happened with that situation, the same people that I helped out, Hassan Campbell, wind up, I get death threats from his followers to this day. Prank calls, you feel me? Prank calls and all kind of shit. So I wind up helping somebody out, and that shit wound up stabbing me in the back. Another death threat. Shit that you niggas don't deal with because y'all are not active like that. Y'all not on the front lines. Y'all not outside. A lot of y'all are fucking NPCs, to be honest with you. I don't know about you. Non-playable characters. It's like extras in a movie. You can't rely on shit like that. But they be the first ones trying to hype niggas up. But y'all don't deal with death threats. You know what I'm saying? By people who be killing shit. Y'all don't know what that's like. I be outside late at night. You know what I'm talking about? I don't live in the suburbs. I don't live in the suburbs. I take public transportation in 2017 and 18 when I was in New York. I be on the train, nigga. I lived on 3rd Ave in the Bronx. I lived right in the fucking rest haven of the Zulu Nation. And I was a target. You understand? I was a target, bro. Just the fact that I stood up and I tried to help niggas that was out here getting raped and whatnot. I was a target. I don't know if y'all understand what the fuck be going on when people try to stand up for NPCs, people that they don't even know. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So when it came to the polite situation, they put the battery in my back and we went ahead and we respectfully called the brother out. Said, you know what, brother? Time has come where, you know, it's the end of this road, my nigga. You're going to have to answer for some of the things that you being accused of, right? Me and young Pharaoh was we was in communications and whatnot. He was telling me that he was going to provide receipts, and he was telling me that he had people that, you know, were basically going to come forward and he had proof. You know, at the end of the day, it's not my business. You understand? I don't make money with none of these people. Like, it's not my business. The nigga never threw a red coin at us for all of the platforms that we provided, because we ain't never do no money business like that. So we were not collaborators. We were not in business. I wasn't a promoter of, you know what I mean? When he was doing his lecture, I was at my vendor table selling my goods and my services. And that's just how it was, to the point where they was charging us for motherfucking vendor fees damn near 2 or 3 years into even bringing them on our radio show and whatnot. That was the respect that they were showing us. But once again, it is what it is. We was like, you know what? This is for the people. We're going to do it for the people. And we called them out. Of course, they went ahead and countered with saying, oh, y'all got late orders. We're going to call you out because you got late orders. You niggas are not shipping out your orders fast enough, right? So that was enough to let the elders basically abandon us. Left me fucking out and dry. Elders to this day who's on the internet fucked up in the game. They not prospering. They not thriving. You know what I'm saying? They not doing great. And it was more than 3 of them. And I ate that. I ate that like a Scooby snack. You know what I'm talking about? I ate that like a Scooby snack. I said, oh, that's what we doing now. Okay. That's what we doing now. All right. Okay, cool. We lining people up and then we falling back on them. So it is what it was. You know what I mean? It is what it was. And we continue to build. We continue to prosper. We continue to move forward. You know what I mean? And we didn't look back. We just knew what it was from that point on. We kept our enemies close to us. And we did what Scorpios do. And that's, you know, and I don't show my hand on the internet too much. It's not about that because I don't have nobody out on the internet to impress. You know what I mean? No disrespect to anybody on the internet, but I'm definitely not here to impress niggas. But we just did what Scorpios necessarily are known to do. And that's wait. You know? That's wait. Because I work better on the spirit realm. There's no traces on the spirit realm. I do my work on the spirit realm. In the astral realm. I show up in you niggas' dreams and whatnot. So the calling out that I'm speaking about for anybody who, because I can't, the reason why I'm taking it slow is because I know that I'm talking to people who don't know, who probably wasn't there. You may be confusing what I'm saying about us calling them out for the elders with some pedophilia. No, it was the scamming. That's what we called them out about. The scamming accusations. This was way before crypto roots. He didn't even exist. To be honest with you, that nigga should have never motherfucking did what he did because he saw the video. You understand? And everybody after that video who saw the video, they should have known better. And I'm not going to say the motherfuckers laid in, they made a bed that they laid in and whatnot, but they made a bed that they laid in because the word was already out, because thousands of people listened to what the fuck was being said and fell back. That was the beginning of his end. When he got stung with those stingers, that was the beginning of the end. We washed our hands from that nigga. We washed our hands and we told people, fall back. But what do people like? They like the smoke and mirrors. They like the glitz and the glamour. They like his wife's BBL. That's what they like. They like tits and ass. You understand? They want to be around Mayweather. These niggas are dick riders. All of these beta and zeta males in the community who never been outside and whatnot. You niggas never had no type of action. Y'all bought into the fucking lie that he sold. He sold you a lie like the rappers sell you a lie. We warned y'all. This was before children were involved. This was just regular shit like, yo, the nigga is kind of like, you know, it's some suspect shit going on. You know what I mean? So everybody who decided to jump on that bandwagon after the sink was after the shit was taken down, you niggas are drowning with him. Why is it? And this is not a coincidence. Why is it? What is it with pedophilia and polygamy? I want you niggas to really sit back and think about it. All of you high sex drive motherfuckers out there and all of you thoughts that are running around promoting certain type of things. What's up with pedophilia and polygamy? Why is all the niggas who basically copied this man's algorithm verbatim? They cloned. Who cloned Michael Nowak? You understand? Who cloned Poor Light? Who cloned him? Because all of his clones, they all fell like dominoes. Young Pharaoh, Rashad Jamal, who was a clone of Young Pharaoh, Nature Boy, who was a clone of Young Pharaoh, but he was a clone of Polite. What was going on with the polygamy and the fucking pedophilia? I don't know none of these niggas' cases. I don't care to know their cases. I don't know the circumstances behind what's going on, but I know that they all are part of a strain. You understand? They are part of a strain. I can identify it. You niggas who be dick riding and y'all Johnny come latelys. How do you don't know what you're looking at? Because you just got in here. You got put on by a clone. How about that? You got put on by a nigga who wasn't even an original version of him or herself. You don't know. I know, because I was there before the movie started. I know what the fuck I'm looking at. I know what the fuck I'm looking at. You niggas don't know what you looking at. You niggas is not look. You got a worm's eye view of this shit. I got a bird's eye view. And I'm not just saying that to be braggadocio. It just is what it is. I'm you know, fuck. I've been in this bitch since 2005. Not making it up. It was other shit that was going on before this and whatnot. But I seen every single person of the younger generation or the new wave come in. I was standing right there on 125th Street. I missed nobody walking through the door. I seen all you niggas walk through the door. And I know where everybody, I know what strain people come from. Because back in those days, you had to come from a strain of a master teacher. Nobody was original. Nobody was coming on their own fruition. Everybody had a co-signer. Everybody basically was like, nah, I come from the Phil Valentine strain. I come from Bobby Hemmitt's school. It's basically a school of thought. But then you had people that were literally copying individuals verbatim, almost to the point where the shit looked like a scary ass clone. So what's going on with that, I would ask. But anyway, after we fell out with Polite, we fell out with Sonetta right after that. Because, you know, once again, it just is what it is. You know what I mean? There was a separation. You know? Yeah, he's from the Dr. York strain. Polite is from the York strain. So we rebranded ourselves, right? Red and blue, purple like Prince. Change all the circle of friends. You know, the Nettaroop, you know, you know the fucking lyrics. You know what I mean? Rebranded ourselves, kept it moving, linked up with other people, paradigm shifters, brought that to y'all. You know? And start rocking with a whole new group of people. Like, did not fuck with these weird niggas at all like that. You know? And paid attention to what was going on, of course. And we just sat back and watched the great fall. From that day we put the video up on Rich's channel and we made, you know, we basically made our intentions known as to what it is and what it's not. Whoever was listening heard it, and whoever, you know, see no evil, hear no evil, and speak no evil, y'all stayed on the ship and you niggas are drowning right now. That's what's going on. That's what happened. And I'm not saying that like niggas is some perfect. No, we had to reevaluate everything. And we had to distance ourselves, and we had to stand on our own fruition. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of shit going on all around us. Like, don't get it fucked up. And I've never shied away from the fact that, yeah, shit needs to be burnt down and rebuilt. I never shied away from the fact that shit is not what you think it is. I never shied away from the fact that, yo, it's a lot of shit going on that you niggas have no idea. Like, when them cameras go off, you might think you know, but you have no, how the fuck would you know? How would you know? You need to focus on what the fuck going on in your circle. How would you know? You know? You know, there wasn't, none of you niggas was in Harlem with us every day like that. None of you niggas was outside with us. None of you niggas was with us. You know? So when we called that nigga out, and back in those days, we was carrying the cross. We bared the brunt. Pharaoh calling him out, that was one thing. But Pharaoh wasn't in the community like that. He was a newcomer. You understand? He had a wave and whatnot, but he was brand new. And he raised awareness. But the fact that the people who helped put the nigga on called him out, that was a whole nother calling out. His life ain't been the same since that day. You know what I mean? It ain't been the same since that day. What's so weird? You know? It is what it is. And it wasn't even dirty work. You know what I mean? It was just, it just got to a level where it was getting too much. And I got the call from the elders and I was like, I'm going with it. Fuck it. I'm going to ride. I'm going to stand tall. And then They pulled the rug from underneath me and left us out there butt ass naked. They still be smiling at us. You feel me? They still be want to hug niggas. You know, they still treat shit like what it was, but nothing has been the same since that day. You know? And here we are. You know, here we are. You know, Poor Light is bringing the whole community down with him. Right? Poor Light was not going to take this shit standing. He's going to take it in the way that any bird-ass nigga will take the fall. He's going to bring y'all with him. He's going to go live from the yard and tell you niggas he's in Mexico. You know what I'm talking about? He's going to go live, or he's going to get a fucking phone, and he's going to continue to have dick riders dick riding, because that's what they dick riders do. People want to be attached to that man, whether they're a victim or whether they just say that they attached to him. They don't care. They don't. These are NPCs that we talking about. They don't care if you abuse them. They like abuse. They don't care if you fucking finesse them. These niggas like to be finessed. They just want to say that you finessed them. It's a weird type of relationship that these weird niggas have with these weird niggas. You understand? So he enticed them with the trinkets. This is a lesson that everybody needs to learn. My brother has said that he will forgive him for. I don't forgive that nigga for anything. You understand? The Scorpio spiritual work, it hasn't even it ain't even begin on him. Now I just leave it right there. It ain't even begin on him. You feel me? But you know that we never forget, we never forgive, and we gonna catch everybody who was on that motherfucking live that night. You niggas have something coming to you, bro. A lot of y'all already been falling on your swords, but I'm not taking this one lightly. I ain't taking this one lightly. You know, they destroy legacies. They dragged, there's elders who just died and whatnot. Many elders are in the ancestor realm. Rising power to Brother Daoud, who warned us. Rising power to Azazel, who warned us. Rising power to Brother Sekou in Harlem, who warned us. The Reaper is in Harlem deep, yo. The Reaper has been running through Harlem, taking a lot of people on the other side. It's just a matter of time. But the Reaper is in Harlem, New York City. You understand? About 5 or 6 people already met their mother, walked through the other side in the last 3 years, right off of 25th. Elders. Rising power to all of them. Rising power to Sekou. Rising power to Azazel. Rising power to Brother Daoud. Rising power to Tony. But the Reaper is in Harlem. You know? Pay attention. And libraries are burning to the ground. Because every time rising power to Clemson Brown, every time we lose one of these powerful ancestors, a library burns to the ground. And damn near every single one of them was like, yo, I don't fuck with none of them niggas. Definitely polite. Nobody says their names. The niggas in Harlem that you would think will hold up legacies, they don't say their names. They don't want you to know their names because some of them didn't fuck with them either. So here we have these powerful, powerful people who don't really be on camera like that, but they very powerful and whatnot. They on the ancestor realm now. So you don't think that when they get called on, you don't think when they get summoned, you don't think when they get motherfucking fed that they not gonna do the work. They know who the ops is. Y'all talk that shit, that Bobby Hemmings shit, but y'all not really on that shit. I don't really believe a lot of y'all. Y'all not on that, bro. Y'all don't be working the fucking pots. Y'all don't be working niggas the way that y'all could be or would be or should be. You know what I mean? But yeah. Rise in power to Dr. Jack Felder. Thank you, Allah. Who didn't fuck with Polite nor Sonetta like that. You know? But yeah. I don't know who's official. To be honest with you, I don't know who's official because it's not over. You know? It's not over. This shit comes in cycles. I remember that it kicked off in 2021. Right? I believe that it kicked off in 2021. So 2 years later, a lot of things are book ending and whatnot. So a new cycle is about to start. You know? A new cycle is about to start. Social media is the devil when it comes to shit like that. They play a real wicked part when it comes to introducing people to you, the audience, who don't know nothing about these people. You don't know where they came from. You don't know people's background. You don't know what kind of demons they got on them. You don't know their proclivities. You don't know these things. You just have to take them on face value if you like them for the moment. And then when you like them, they basically could do what they want to do with you. For all of y'all who was, sipping on the juice that a lot of these teachers were feeding you, I would say to you, don't get discredited because you were hoodwinked and bamboozled and whatnot or led astray. Don't take it personal. Don't make that a reason that you fall back into the sunken place. Don't allow that to be the reason that you gave up on yourself. I know that it's hard. I know that it's heavy. I know that it weighs on your consciousness. Right? How many people was watching Polite talk crazy about me and my brother over the years? He would say things he would jump on Sonetta. They was allowing that. I was watching a video yesterday and they fucked around and doxed. You know what dox means? That means give up the name of the victim. They doxed the victim on the internet. She was saying she didn't want her name to be known. She was trying to be anonymous because she gets the same type of stalkers and the same type of death threats and the same type of phone calls, right? That many people in this community who go against that energy. Right? There's an energy that we're going against. When you go against that energy, you put yourself in a place where you could get sick. It can affect your health. You feel me? So she didn't want her name they doxed her. They put her first name out there. They doxed her. How is that helping anybody? How is that redeeming yourself? How is that showing love to somebody when you dox them? It's too much going on for me, bro. It's too much going on for me. I'm ready to take a motherfucking break. I'm ready to take a break. Yeah, a lot of black families have pedophilia. Call it out. For the people who got it in their family, stand on that shit. Say something. Use this as an example. Look, yeah, they brought her. I'm talking about her name. I'm talking about that lady, right? That's who I'm talking about. She got doxxed. Because if you listen to the court procedures from yesterday, they let her speak before they sentenced your man, right? Freaky cuz. They let her speak. And she said, I don't want my name to be put out there, so I'm Jane Doe. So if she's Jane Doe in the fucking court of law, why are you niggas calling her name out? That should tell you everything that you need to know right there. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, freaky cuz. That should tell you everything that you need to know. Probably later on tonight, I'll play the video from YouTube from 2017. So you'll see the motherfucking peanut gallery, the whole gang, all of them. And they on the internet crying now. They doing interviews, trying to distance themselves. Nah, you niggas stay right there. Stop playing with us. Stay right there. You know who you are. Stay right there. Cause this ain't physical no more. This is all spiritual. Stay right there. You can't run. You can't, no. You niggas can't tippy-toe through the tulips on this one. You stay right there. You getting what you gonna get your medicine. You know what I'm talking about? It behooves me how much plausible deniability and deflecting is going on in this community. And you got other niggas giving goofy niggas platforms, and now they goofies in my eyes. You lost all credibility with me. Every fucking piece of it. Because you put a goofy on your platform who you supposed to have done your research. You niggas is not moving like Scooby-Doo and them. You know? You're not moving like Scooby-Doo. You putting goofies who was right next to the nigga on your platform to be like, yo, I don't know what's going on with that nigga, man. No, nigga, you know everything that was going on. Fuck is you saying? He just curved the shit out of you and you mad. Nah, shout out to Baba TV. Baba couldn't stand him. Baba couldn't stand him. You know? So now there's no more 125th Street. That's been destroyed. That ship has completely sunken, right? There's no more 100. You go on 125th Street right now, it's a bunch of fucking zombies out there and crackheads and dope dealers. So it's on the internet now. You know what I mean? It's on the internet now. So now the new 125th Street is just YouTube niggas. It's on cyberspace. It's just in cyber. It has no location, no return address, no P.O. box. It just exists in a cloud. You know what I mean? It just exists in a cloud. Yeah, it died a long time ago. Like I said, it died a long time ago. That ship sunk when we left. Yeah. Brother Rich is holding it. You feel me? Brother Rich is holding it up. And he's out here in Atlanta with us. This shit looks horrible out there. You feel me? It's sad, bro. It's sad. Just the simple fact that I was like, yo, how did 19 Keys get the Apollo before niggas on 120? How did that happen? How did niggas never go across the street and lock in the Apollo to do something, but somebody who just came on the scene came and did the Apollo in you niggas' backyard? Come on, bro. That was crazy. That was crazy. You know what I'm talking about? How, Sway? Like that was crazy. You know? But yeah, man, y'all see shit on the internet and y'all take everything for face value, and it's never like that. It's never like that. It's never been like that, and it will never be like that. Don't fall for the hokey doke. How is Atlanta? Man, when I find out, I'll let you know. You know? Don't fall for that. Because I don't even be outside like that. I'm literally a homebody. Like, I'm a family man. I wasn't always on that time. But I be with my family, bro. I be with my... If I'm not with my family, I'm in my office locked in. I don't really even be outside like that, bro. I don't... There's nothing outside for me. You know? It's a lot of drama out here. I'm going to just keep it a buck. It's a lot of drama out here. It's a lot of shit with pedophilia and rape going on in Atlanta. Now that I think about it, yeah. You know? Shit is everywhere. What's going on with niggas not controlling their dicks, though? How about that? Well, let's ask that question. It seems, because we live in this generation and this culture where nobody wanna push self-mastery as the way to go. Nobody wanna talk about self-mastery as the key to basically winning this game that we in, right? And everybody that we see falling right now is because they couldn't control their dick. Run down the names of the fallen ones. Run down the names. I don't need to tell you the names. Y'all know who fell. Run down the names of the fallen ones, and they fell on their dick. You feel me? They fell on their fucking phallus, bro. You know? What's going on with that? I should label this fucking live, what's up with niggas' dicks? You know? No control. So how is it that you a polygamist, you got mad options and whatnot, but you can't control that fucking flesh demon of yours? I'm a Scorpio. You know we get tortured by our lower self. If you didn't know, we're literally a walking fucking torture. You know what I mean? Because we have to fight our lower self through our higher self. But how is it that men who are promoting multiple women, right? So you're indicating you have a high sex drive, you're here to satisfy multiple women. So these women are to basically calm your, they're supposed to tame your nature and calm you, but you got a wandering eye. How, Sway? Is that not gluttony? How is it you got 4 baddies and you still got a wandering eye? If that's the mentality, you got to run from people like that, because it's like you'll never be able to satisfy those individuals. It's actually making it worse. That's one of the worst ideologies that came into this community for a very long time, y'all. This shit has destroyed families. It's destroyed relationships. If I may make myself the center of exposure. 2009, I thought that I could take on more. I got inspired. I'm like, look at what Polite is doing. And I brought that shit to my son's mother. And she had a fucking conniption. And I was like, well, if you ain't going for it, then you gotta go. You know? And she was like, I ain't going nowhere. But then eventually she left. And that shit fucked my relationship up. Because I thought that I could be a polygamist with a woman who never signed up for no shit. Like, she didn't meet me on some polygamy shit. She hated the fact. And whenever I would go to a lecture and, you know, there were women in the audience who were wearing revealing clothes. And I'm going to just leave it at that. You know what I'm talking about? And she was like, what the fuck is that about? And I'm like, what you mean? That's, you know what I'm saying? That's women expressing themselves. Like, you know, why, you know, shit. You want me to buy you you want me to go to Fashion Nova and get you something? And it just didn't work out. It just didn't work out. You know what I mean? I mean, that's you know, me and her is super cool and whatnot in hindsight, but she wasn't with that shit. And I was definitely pushing that shit. I was like, nah, we need more. You know what I'm saying? We need more boxes inside of this house. She was like, nigga, you lost your mind. And in hindsight, I was fucking wilding, bro. I look back on it, I was like, what was I thinking? You know what I mean? Like, I was torturing that girl with just that idea. So yeah, that shit don't work right now. I think that we should call a moratorium, because now the ratchets are jumping on polygamy. You got niggas, they got the Casamigo and the shrooms and whatnot. You know, it's become a thing. It's become a thing. Niggas is on Bigo with the polygamous prostitutes and shit like that. It's become a thing now. And I'm not feeling it. And I'm looking around and I'm saying there's a trend taking place, and I would be a goofy to ignore it. And it's like the pedophilia and the polygamy is going hand in hand. Ask Fannie Willis, nigga. It ain't on me. Ask Fannie. Cause she the one that's out here filing charges on. A lot of these niggas is in the South that's getting nabbed and whatnot for stupid shit like that. And if they not getting locked up, they're on the internet having super duper fallouts and whatnot. And going back to polite, because people are talking about Sarnetta. What about Floyd Mayweather? Because to be honest with you, like I said, niggas came up off of polite. Not the NPCs, right? Not the non-playable characters. Because the reason why I say that, niggas be having so many supporters. None of y'all turn into teachers. None of y'all are doing anything. What are you doing with all of them books you buying? What are you doing with a lot of stuff? You're non-playables. Like you're just extras and whatnot. You're not stepping out. You're not making your name. You're not making your name known. You're not becoming a playable character. So you're an NPC until proven different. But mad niggas, the real people cooled off for him. They was like, I ain't fucking with him, right? His second life came with Mayweather, running around Vegas, running around at the fights, running around with that cheap ass Goodwill Versace on. You know what I'm talking about? All of that was Mayweather era. It wasn't Sarnetta necessarily. He been stopped fucking with Sarnetta and was like, I'm on my Hollywood shit. And Mayweather was the nigga with the rentals and whatnot. You understand? Mayweather was the nigga who probably paid the lawyer fees and let the nigga drive all of his cars. So why nobody talking about Mayweather? Because he's a knuckle dragger and y'all let that shit fly because he's a knuckle dragger, so he can't be held accountable. I call bullshit. You know? I call bullshit. And the way that people are set up on some dick rider shit, y'all act like y'all angry. And the minute he pull up, y'all start lap dancing. So I don't believe nobody in this. I really don't. I gotta see it to believe it. I don't fall for the okie doke. I've been outside too long. I know people's. I know psychology. I know how people are really fans. They fanboys out here. But why nobody bring his name up? Because he funded the operation. Homie would have been out here drowning and whatnot. Homie would have been out here working at In-N-Out Burger. You know what I mean? Homie would have been out here, you know what I'm talking about, on Skid Row, nigga. But Mayweather held him up. Mayweather funded that operation. Mayweather breathed a new life into that nigga. That was the TMT. What tag that nigga Shabazz. Who that nigga who was like, I don't know who Phil Moreland is and all. Tag that nigga who be wearing the money team on Instagram and he always got something to say. Tag him. I don't know his act, but tag him because I need to talk to him. Because when he was saying, I don't know who you was, I said, ask polite. He know who I am. He know who the fuck I am. So tag him. We need him to see this shit. Yeah, Shabazz the OG. How you doing, sir? How you doing, sir? What the fuck is going on? Yeah, salute, sir. Let's talk about your mans in him. Yeah, I'm respectful. He was very respectful. So I'm respectful too. You feel me? But what I do know is that homie already got outed. He already had an X on his back. People already stopped fucking with him. He was basically ousted from the community, and them niggas breathed a new life into him because he helped Mayweather read and whatnot, and was the nigga writing on them press releases. You know what I'm talking about? And all these niggas running around with them red hats and whatnot. I remember. Yeah, they was the ones that helped push that whole facade, part 2 of the facade. The fucking sequel, my nigga. The nigga died like Michael Myers and came back with a fucking the Money Team hat on, niggas. Yeah, it was Jason part 2, nigga. Niggas killed him in New York. And he came back to life fucking with these niggas. They gave him a new lease on life. So all of the beta conscious niggas started lap dancing again. They're like, yeah, I ain't fucking with that nigga. Fuck that nigga. But then when they see homie pop up in the Maybach or the Rolls Royce, they couldn't help it because these are fanboys. You understand what I'm saying? When it's all said and done, these are fucking fanboys. These are Zetas. These are Zetas. These are bookworms. That's who these niggas are. They're using this shit as a rest haven. You know, this is a rest haven for hoes, and this is a rest haven for hoe-ass niggas. The conscious community in its current iteration. Because I'm not going to talk crazy about the shit when I was a part of it. Because, you know, it had its flaws and whatnot, but it wasn't that bad. You know what I mean? It was a balance. Nothing is perfect. Nothing is perfect. But it wasn't that bad. You know what I mean? Yeah, Ron Artest been deaded him. He did a video saying the charges was dropped. The same way he'll do a video, he's going to get a phone and he's going to do a video from inside of a cell and tell you that he's in his new house. Like he was at niggas in New York did not know what Airbnb was in 2016. So he would be going live from different spots like I'm in my new house. Nigga, that was Airbnb, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Simple shit like that. He was going live from timeshares, and then he graduated to Airbnb, and then he graduated to being in Mayweather's garage and whatnot, and telling you niggas he's home. I'm home. You know? What you mean, word? This been exposed. Where you been? People like to hear what they want to hear, and they like to see what they want to see. That's what it be. Everybody spoke. That's what I'm saying. Where's the orientation in the community for when people come into the community, they give you a fucking pamphlet and tell you to read it so you could get caught up to what's what and what's not. There's no orientation. There's just gossip and comment sections and whatnot. That's all we have. That's our only means of protection is the comment section and a bunch of gossiping ass niggas and women pillow biting or pillow talking. You don't have no real orientation because you can't trust the platforms as far as you could throw them. The platforms are not going to give you the information. They're not going to give you the truth. They're too biased and whatnot. They're too invested in keeping the fucking lies going. So you can't trust the platforms. So where you going to get the truth from? Where you going to find out who is who and who is not who they say they are? When you going to find out, yo, this person been got, niggas don't fuck with him. Niggas been, he's a goofy. He's beating on his wife. His wife was out here choosing niggas. Niggas was laying down with his wife. He's a goofy. No, nobody fucks with him. When y'all gonna find shit out like that? You know what I mean? But y'all just go ahead and get rotated. Trash is rotated. Homie, the Nature Boy nigga was finished. He was done for. He got exposed. Niggas was like, I ain't fucking with him. And then they put him right on the couch. Gave him a new lease on life. And boom, he's back in the game. How did that happen? What did he give the other person in exchange? Shit like that be going down. You know what I mean? So I always, thank you. I always reiterate that y'all need to stop being followers and be leaders. You know what I mean? Y'all need to start believing in yourself. Stop living vicariously through flawed men and women. Niggas is flawed. I'm flawed. Hey, flawed. My name is Floyd Mayweather, nigga. I'm not perfect. I never pretended to be perfect. I never got in front of you niggas on some perfection shit. You feel me? I don't get my eyebrows shaped up, nigga. I don't move like that. I don't play perfect for these niggas. I don't play fake righteous and I don't do all of that. I let people know, bro, I'm going through it. Trying to be a better father, trying to be a better husband. I'm trying to be a better man. I'm trying to be a better son. You know what I mean? I'm just out here trying to better myself. But if I fail, I make sure I fail forward and whatnot. And I don't bring people with me and whatnot. I'll stand on the shit that I have to fall for. You feel me? And for people who've been following me from day one, you've probably seen the brother fail forward. You probably seen me going through whatever challenges. You probably seen a transformation. I came into this shit, I was way more angrier than I am these days. I've been able to tame a lot of my fire. I've been able to tame my fire and somewhat circle my wagons. And I'm a constant work. I'm constantly working on myself. You know? Constantly working on myself. And it'll probably be like this to the last day. You know what I mean? And I don't need followers. I'm not into following. I invite niggas places, but I don't need nobody to follow me, because where the fuck am I going to take you? You know what I'm talking about? Where am I going to take you? You don't want to go where I'm going to take you. I'll take you niggas to Macy's and see what you're built like. Don't follow me. You know? You could listen to me, but you don't have to follow me, because I'm not saying, yo, I'm going to free you niggas. I bought an island for you niggas. Like, y'all, people been falling for shit like this for a long time in the community. I bought an island. I bought a city for you niggas. You got Moors and whatnot. We waiting on the paperwork to finish. We got our state back. We got Oklahoma. We got a part. We're gonna rename it. You know what I mean? Yo, there's an island in Alaska that we got based off of some shit that we did last night. You wait, guys. You see it? Hold your breath. You feel me? So kudos to the people that are out here with that much confidence, and they stand in front of them cameras with their chest poked out, and they say these things to y'all, you know, with a straight face. Like I said before, the community is leaving billions of dollars on the table. If you niggas will only let me cash y'all in a movie, bro. If y'all will only follow me to Comic-Con and let me put y'all on. If you niggas would only come and do this reading for this sitcom and this reality show that I have planned for y'all, we could make a lot of money. Jack Heller, what up? We could make a lot of money. I would say leave the lecture shit alone for a few years. Let's just go into comedy and entertainment, because let's go into wrestling, my niggas, because that's where y'all prospering at. And y'all not realizing it. Comic books, because niggas is definitely comic books. Niggas is definitely on some comic book shit. Wrestling, whether it's MMA, but it might have to be, you know, the wrestling shit where niggas jump off the ropes and whatnot. Netflix series and whatnot. Niggas are very hilarious. There's a lot of characters in this community, and it's like, why we not utilizing your character to make you some money, bro? You're a fucking, you're a whole character, and you out here trying to teach? Nah, you missed your calling. You missed your calling. Niggas is very entertaining, bro. So we wouldn't be traumatized the way that we are if we just saw people for what they are. No, you're not a teacher. You're an entertainer. You know what I'm talking about? You're not a scholar, my nigga. You're an entertainer. Here, read this script. You know what I mean? And that's what we will prosper in. But people are in the wrong. You say you'll drop an elbow. You just think about it. So I was like a conscious battle rap league. Why a conscious battle rap league? Because all of these niggas is rappers and whatnot. I don't even know where that came from. But everybody's a rapper. I can't tell you the amount of intros that I had to endure. I had to sit through niggas' intros. Choke, no joke. There's a few niggas that got intros. Taharka, where you at? Taharka Bay. You know what I mean? All of these niggas are rappers all of a sudden. Get on the fucking stage and let's battle rap, nigga. Because somebody obviously didn't tell you didn't have bars and whatnot. So we're going to have to battle rap. Because y'all be talking crazy about each other anyway. Why don't you put it in the form of a hot 16? I already got Daylight said that he's going to sign up. Nigga, I'm a fucking legend. I got Daylight on my roster, nigga. I'm unstoppable with that one. We got Daylight ready to cook you niggas. So for all of you rappers who be inboxing me, and that shit be hot God. I'm talking about the mic probably melted. It's so hot garbage. Y'all need to come ahead and get shaped up, because that's how you get your skills up, by getting bodied a few times. When you die in that ring, my nigga, it makes you a better rapper. Ask the battle rappers. That's the only way to improve your bars from based off of what I heard. It's not going to be, it's not going to be a word of advice. I can't send you niggas Cambada's album to listen to. I can't say, yo, keep doing it, King, because niggas don't have that much time. Based off of the level of bars that they coming at with, you would have to be doing this shit you would have to put in 10,000 years to just get nice. So we need y'all for like cannon fodder. You know how they got mice and whatnot that they have to experiment on? Yeah, we need y'all to experiment on, so I could bring somebody with some bars to eat your food. And yeah, we taking children too. Fuck that. These new children, they need to get sliced a few times because they got to grow thick skin. You understand? We're not inviting no mothers to the battle rap. Just drop your child off and come back for them when they send you a fucking tweet and whatnot. But yeah, they need to get cut up a little bit too, because they are entitled. When you scream on them, they go on timeout. You know what I mean? They need some thick ass skin. You know what I'm saying? So we need to cook them up a little bit. Yeah, everybody who babies can rap, 3 and up. We taking them. Let's go. It's just from 3 to 11 they can't curse. You feel me? And no mama jokes. So you might not be able to rap, but you a funny nigga. We're gonna do a quarterly roast. I'm introducing a quarterly roast to this community where niggas could just roast each other. I be wanting to roast certain people, but I can't say it in their comments because it's like, damn, Red, I thought you were a leader, and right, I used to follow you, and you know what I mean? They take shit personal. I'm like, we're the fucking internet. How dare you come on the internet and take shit personal? It's the internet, nigga. It's social media. I'm on my Charleston White shit. I'm here to have fun. You know what I mean? I don't take myself that serious. I just get mad when niggas that I know that won't say it to my face be trying to stunt and whatnot. I'm like, fam, you're not even built like that. Like, you're not even built like that. But I'll joke on myself. So it's time to roast each other. Niggas with, it's niggas out here with bad bodies. You feel me? It's niggas out here with bad bodies that need to be reminded how bad their body is. You know what I'm talking about? It's motherfuckers out here, you could find out who a scammer is in the roast session or in the battle rap, because when you battling, your opponent is going to dig up everything on you, right? That's one thing I can say about the battle rap community. Them niggas do a good job of cleansing each other. It's not too much. It's a lot of fuckery that goes on in there, but a nigga would think twice before fucking with a tranny, and a nigga would think twice before doing some dumb shit. because he's like, yo, my opponent is going to use that as an angle and kill me. I can't do it. I can't do it. You 250 right now, Rashad? And you normally 220? Yeah, I'm going to cook you, my nigga. I'm going to cook you. I'm going to be like, yeah. What the fuck is going on with your waist? If I cut your stomach open, it'll be a bunch of waste. And then niggas, you know, I'm gonna have to cook you, bro. But it's gonna be in love. We'll hug afterwards. But we could get to a bag, pay-per-view. Think about it, pay-per-view, nigga. And then the last thing that I'm gonna be introducing, because you know, after this polite shit, we're gonna have to burn this bitch down and build it back up again. The community is officially dead. You know what I mean? There's a toe tag on consciousness right now. And it's okay. It's okay. Bitcoin died like 400 times. It's all right. Let it die. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is going to lose any sleep over that. Let that shit fucking crash and burn. Let it die and let's rebuild it. Pull the plug on all these niggas. They need to all die. Real talk. They need to all die. Real talk. I hold nothing back from saying that. It's no longer a community. I've been said that. It's a network. It's no longer a community. But how could you niggas talk nation building if you can't even control your community? Don't let that one go over your beanie, my nigga. How could you talk nation building if you couldn't even handle the online community? You know what I mean? But anyway, the third pillar that I want to introduce is MMA. That's kind of that, you know, so first it's roasting. Like, you know, I don't really hate you, nigga. I don't really have problems with you. You just a funny looking nigga. And I got, you know what I'm saying? I got, where my nigga Top Cat. Top Cat might be the funniest nigga in consciousness right now. Shout out to Top Cat. That nigga is hilarious. I be rolling and whatnot. So, check this out. The roasting, that's like brotherly love. I could roast Blue Pill. I could roast Mama Pill, but I won't do that. I could roast KT. You understand? I could do that, and I love them. And we playing the dozens and whatnot, because you would rather roast yourself than have another nigga cook you. Wouldn't you? I would. And then the battle rap is more so on, I don't like you, nigga. I got a grudge. I don't like you. I know something about you. I want to expose you. You corny. I'm tired of hearing your intro songs. Ooh. Nigga, I just want to cook you. I want to stir fry you niggas. Like, I just want to put you in a wok. That part. But I still fuck with you, though. You my mans and whatnot. We could still have a smoothie together. And then there's the other level, which is MMA. MMA, I want to see you die, nigga. Like, I'm trying to push your nose to your fucking nose through your brain, your nose bone through your brain type shit. No, yeah. We're gonna have cage matches, but only one person could come out. Yeah, mixed martial arts. For all of the non-FBA niggas, just know that they gonna set it off by kicking you, because they niggas got soccer feet. You know what I mean? All of the non-FBAs gonna come right out the gate kicking niggas, like the nigga Israel. What's the Israel nigga? You a fight promoter? Hit me on my inbox. I'm talking about billions on the table. I'm talking about billions on the table. I want to see niggas fight. Too much contention going on. Y'all never busted nut. Y'all never shot your load and whatnot. Where do you bring all of that pent up anger? What do you do with it? Do you put your dick in the dirt? Like, how do you offset that energy? You know what I mean? Are you niggas doing pasa? Like, are you out here beating up the box, nigga? Because the way that I be reading certain people's comments when they argue with each other, the shit that I have to endure when I'm just in, I just showed up to hear something and it's like two hyenas going after it. Why don't you niggas just fight? Why don't y'all lock in, bro? Because I'm not convinced that I can't gain nothing out of this contention. You feel me? But a bet in Vegas. I want to bet on you niggas. I want to see y'all die. I want to see you fucking get it in. You know what I mean? How many niggas could afford Polite that he owed money to? You know what I mean? We're going to set up a match, and loser takes all. If he loses, he got to pay you niggas triple what he owes you. You know what I'm saying? I want to see SETI versus Polite. Nigga, I'm ready to pay for that. You know, I don't want to see no more lectures. That lecture shit is not enticing. I don't want to see documentaries. I don't want to see no more lectures. I don't want to see no more debates like that. I want to see some battle rap. I want to see niggas joking. I want to see a roast session. And I definitely want to see some MMA / what's that shit, Dana White? Call me Dana Gold. I'm Dana Dane, nigga. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, FBA versus that FBA shit is bubbling. Let you niggas go up against the Nigerians. Let you niggas go up against some Jamaican kickboxers. You know what I'm saying? I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see these cage matches. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the big homie coming out. He's the final boss. You know what I mean? I want to see him fight one of them MMA Nigerian niggas. I want to see the final boss. I think that shit would be hard hitting Harry. Salute, K. That will be a bag. We're leaving billions on the table. We could fund the fucking village in Sankofa village. We could fund a nice plot of land in the mountains somewhere. We could really get our shit going if we were to fund it with these events. You know? That's right. You don't have to worship a nigga. It's going to break all of that personality, cult of personality worship you niggas have. Because when you see your man get knocked out, it's going to bring you back to the realization that these are humans that you're dealing with, right? It's going to make certain niggas shut the fuck up because all of these keyboard warriors, these niggas are like 3 feet high and whatnot, weigh $120 wet. You know what I mean? And live in their mama's basement and ain't killed a fucking roach yet. That would humble these niggas and be like, you know what? These niggas is out here finding out addresses and what. Let me chill because they could world star me, come to my front door and do me dirty. You know what I mean? These niggas got their technology. They got them hacking tools together. They know they could trace IP and addresses. Yeah, how about that? Yeah, let's bring back old grudge matches. There's a lot of videos that went viral with niggas grudging each other. Let's go. Get it on. You know what I mean? For you niggas that shit'll create prostate cancer. You holding on to all of that angst. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want to see Billy Carson versus the alien. You know what I'm talking about? All of that pent up animosity. What are you doing with it? You know what I mean? Y'all not painting. Niggas is not artists. I don't see sculptures. You know what I'm talking about? You're not in the garden planting shit. You know what I mean? Like, how are you offsetting all of the angst? Get in the ring, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm gonna have to tighten up my core because a nigga will hit me with a rip shot and kick me out. Yeah, tighten up your core. You know what I'm saying? Get your pull-ups on. You know what I mean? Get your motherfucking, get it in. Strengthen your shin first and foremost because the non-FBA niggas is gonna take you down by kicking you in your shin. That's how they're gonna defeat you. With the shin shot. You know what I mean? You got to tighten up your shin because the non-FBA, the Haitians and the Jamaicans, they're going to treat your legs like a soccer ball. Facts. That's what they do. They don't play fair. And I heard they bite too. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's my plan. That's my Ice Cube plan to help bring this shit back to where it needs to be. But we got to weed out the weaklings. We got to weed out the fuck boys. We got to weed out the funny looking niggas. You know what I mean? We just got to weed out weirdos out of this community fast. Or this network fast. You feel me? Very fast. Too many people hiding behind computer screens. It's niggas that live in Atlanta that I've never seen outside at Wadadas. I be running into niggas in Walmart. I ain't never seen a good half of these niggas didn't live in the land. They done moved out. Where are you niggas hiding out? Like, where y'all be at? You know what I'm saying? Where the fuck do y'all be at, bro? Cause I be wanting to see some of these niggas. Like, for real, for real. I don't be seeing, I be in the parks. I go to the mall sometimes. I be with my family, but I still be wanting to see niggas. You know? So, with all of that being said, on Saturday is going to be a day of atonement. On Saturday is going to be a day of healing. On Saturday is going to probably be a day of exposing. I don't know. We going on Stone Mountain. I can't tell you what's going to happen up there. You know? I know that it's going to be a gathering of individuals who, you know, look forward to seeing each other. I don't think that there's any contention. The energy is going to be good and whatnot. But, you know, if somebody got to get exposed, then somebody got to get exposed. I don't know. You know what I mean? We're going to go live, you know, and don't go live looking for that. It's going to be love. Love is the foundation of what we're doing on Crystal Mountain, you know. But yeah, shout out to Shabazz, brother Shabazz from 25th. I haven't seen him in a while. I hope he's good, you know. But like I said, if I was in Harlem, I'd get the fuck out of there because it looks like the Grim Reaper is in Harlem. That's just a clear observation that the Grim Reaper is in Harlem. You know what I mean? Like, for real, for real. I'm praying. Yeah, I'm gonna be on the mountain praying for the loved ones. You know, putting out good energy, speaking to the ancestors, and repeating, because this is also dark matter timing, right? I'm gonna repeat what I repeated in 2000 and whatchamacallit. Last year when we was on the mountain. I got on the mountain. It's on YouTube. And I was like, this is what I want to manifest. I want the energy in Atlanta to clean up. I want the energy in Atlanta to get better. I want that thick cloud that's hovering above this city to begin to dissipate. Too much murders, too much robberies, too much crime. Too much of it. You know? And I was like, something needs to change. I didn't know how it was going to happen or where it was going to come from, but I did put that out there. And other people said their affirmations and their prayers and whatnot. And if you don't understand the power of the collective, then why are you even signing up to be a part of a collective? You know, it doesn't really make sense. There is a lot of power in the collective. We don't even know our collective power because we don't really link up like that. Most of the time we communicate is through these screens and whatnot. It's almost like, imagine going to see your loved one and they're behind the plexiglass. Purnell from fucking Menace to Society. You Purnell. You behind the glass. A thick ass glass. I can't even touch you. I could feel you through the phone, but I don't even know what you really feel like up front. That's what these gatherings should be about. We connecting energy. We gathering. We got shit that we need to talk about that's not on the phone and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? It's certain people that need to see certain people to tell certain people certain things that you can't necessarily articulate in a DM or over the phone or on the internet. So 6:45 a.m., right? I think the sun already will be out. We will go up 1 mile up Stone Mountain, what we call Crystal Mountain, on 9/9, which is in 2 days. And we're going to converge. And we're going to basically tap in. And we are going to do the work, whatever that entails. And then the next day, well, later on that day, we're going to film a video for Cambada called I Could Do Magic at the West End Ralph David Abernathy, I believe is going to be at the at the Mystic Fair that's going down at Tassili's. Right? So that's what 9/9 is looking like. And then 9/10, me, Blue Pill, and AA Rashid, we're going to be doing a lecture/art show right there at a spot called Industry that's in Atlanta. And that's going to be lit. We're going to have music. I'm going to be playing new music from the Red Summer album. I think Blue Pill got an album that he completed, or he's almost complete. He'll be playing some shit. AA is going to be playing some shit. And we're going to do a lecture. My lecture is going to be dealing with, it's going to be entitled, Behold a Pale-Faced Horseman. Behold the Pale-Faced Horseman. And what that's going to be dealing with is basically, you know, I don't want to scare niggas, but it's called dark matter timing. So we going dark and whatnot. I'm going to be dealing with Elon Musk, Peter Thiel, Andreessen Horowitz, and Mark Zuckerberg as the four horsemen. And I'm going to show and prove how they utilize AI, you know, artificial intelligence to lead them towards transhumanism and some other things. But those are the four horsemen right there. I've identified the four horsemen, and those are them. Behold the pale-faced horseman. And I'm going to show and prove. I'm not going to just talk about it. I'm going to show empirical proof. But then I'm also going to show melanated men and women how we could take AI and become John O'Connor. How we could take AI and become Sarah O'Connor. How we could take the same tools that these megalomaniacs are going to be utilizing to usher in transhumanism and other things like a whole new life form, how we could use that shit to strike back and to basically run up a bag or two and to make things better. You feel me? And then AA got his shit that he's doing. And I think Blue got something too. The spot that we doing at is called Industry. But you would do better going right to the website because it's going to be more at the door. So you'd be better going to the website and going to get your ticket. And we'll be live streaming it, so you don't need to be in Atlanta to be a part of it. We will be live streaming it through my channel, through Zoom, as a matter of fact, through Zoom. So you'll have front and center access to Dark Matter Timing 23, short DMT 23, featuring AA, Blue and Red, starting at 4:44 p.m. and going on to about 10 o'clock. Going on to about 10 o'clock, you know. So, "24 Hours," yeah. That was one of my best tracks. You know? That was one of my best tracks. "Life Can't Hurt." You a troll? You want to go live? You know? You want to go live? You want to do that? Yeah, so Red Summer 2 or Red Summer 23, that's what I'll be playing. I'll be previewing that album because that album is damn near finished. That album is damn near finished. So yeah, we about to launch that because I think my release date is gonna be October the 31st, the same time that I put out Red Summer. You asking a lot of questions. Where's Scorpion King 2? Damn, bro, let me work. I'm not a fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a full-time rapper like that, bro. This is the shit that I do when I have the opportunity to do it. Other than that, I'm doing other things. You know what I'm saying? But let's get the Red Summer out the way. And then we're going to deal with the Scorpion King. But that's definitely on its way. And I love you for always bringing that up. You've been keeping me on my toes for a very long time when it comes to these musical projects and whatnot. And you let me know that, you know, that that's something that you look forward to. So I look forward to delivering it. But I'm somewhat of a perfectionist. Yeah, I'm somewhat of a perfectionist. Yeah, you've been waiting since 2016? No, you haven't, because I put that, I mean, God damn it. If I put the album out, I put Scorpion King out in 2016. You got to give it at least 2 years to breathe and whatnot. You got to give it at least 2 years. But I've been sitting on a lot of work, pause. So it's time to start releasing things. And yeah. But yeah, conscious battle rap. A MMA league, right? Because we have some people our people are plant-based. Blue Pill be going crazy with the pull-ups and shit like that. Shaka Bars had me in South Beach ready to fucking throw up. We was working out so much. You got Keys working out. He done got all of the financial niggas working out. All of the EYL financial, like everybody doing pull-ups and push-ups. Everybody want to look, fit, right? So it's like, what better way than to get in the ring? You know what I'm saying? And then of course the conscious roast, which will be, elders is not safe either. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Everybody get roasted. Everybody get roasted. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody getting roasted. We not playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. I mean, yeah, how y'all feel about women MMA fighters? Are y'all into Ronda Rousey type shit? Am I reaching? Are y'all into stuff like that? I don't necessarily like to see women fighting because, my sister, when we were younger, she was fighting a lot, and that shit kind of traumatized me. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You know what I mean? I'm not used to seeing women fight. I don't like that. You know what I mean? Like my sister, dark skin. So she would have to fight because we lived in Harlem and shit like that. And she would have to defend herself because you know how they treat dark skinned girls. You know what I mean? So she was a fucking scrapper. I might bring her on too to get busy because she might want to, she might want to put some leg locks out there. She might want to do a few drive-bys. But, you said organized martial arts? Yeah, I don't want just straight up scrapping. What happened to all of the UFO talk? You talking to one of them. That's what happened to them. I'm cool with who you see me with. I'm cool with the people that you see me with. Other than that, I'm not really cool with everybody. I'm not cool with that. I'm not one of those get along, go along type people. I'm not, it don't benefit me personally. You feel me? I just keep people at keep people at where they need to be. But I could bring trainers into this shit. I could get some coaches. I probably could even get professional, like low key, I used to work for Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? On low key, like I used to work with Mike Tyson, bro. So if shit really start popping off, I might take that trip to Vegas. You know what I mean? Go bring him some fucking bufu. Go do some toes with him. You know what I mean? And that shit would, we might have ourselves a top tier fucking coach. But that I'm joking, but I'm dead serious at the same time. I think the inclusion of an unbiased blogger is a little needed in this community right now. I know that YouTube has channels that could basically be like bloggers. Like you got the lady who's like an Esquire, and then you have other people who keep tabs on shit. But we need more bloggers, or vloggers, people that are unbiased, but they have to know what the fuck they're talking about. Because I be watching certain videos and niggas don't be knowing what they're talking about. They don't have context. They're very skewed in their quote unquote in the way that they see things. So, you know, a blogger who probably been in this shit for a long time will be more beneficial because they've seen a lot and they know that there was a changing of the guard. There's been different eras in consciousness that has not necessarily been identified, but we had eras. There's been eras. There's an HOK era. There's a House of Consciousness era. It's a whole era. We're not in that era right now. If you niggas is in that era, then you out of time. Meaning that I'm fully aware that I coexist with people who are they exist in different timelines, right? My timeline has people who are living in complete different timelines than the one that I exist in. And I'm cool with that because it's almost like I'm Kang the Conqueror or Loki and whatnot. I'm just peeping different timelines from afar as I'm scrolling through. I'm like, wow, look at that timeline where all of these niggas is out here killing each other. I don't belong to that timeline because that's not what I'm out here doing, nor is that being done to me or my contemporaries. I don't identify with that. But I see it. There's a timeline where people is on some sexy red Sukihana shit. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm a what they call that? I will watch it. I will be a purveyor, right? A voyeur. Voyeurism is big. You know what I'm talking about? Voyeurism. My generation, we the voyeurism generation. We like to watch shit. We was watching shit that we wasn't supposed to see. The newer generation is beyond voyeurism. They just do it. I call them the Nike generation. They just do it. But we more observers and shit like that. We got turned out by watching shit. They got turned out by doing shit. So we different. So when I see the Sukihana generation and they not doing voyeurism, they doing experience. They living that shit. I'm just like, that's not my timeline. I don't identify with that timeline. Yeah, they're the exhibitionist generation. That's why OnlyFans is going dummy like that, because they don't have no inhibitions with playing with their box on camera. You feel me? Or getting stroked out on camera. They like, yo, turn the camera on. Do you know how hard that shit was to get some fucking neck on camera when we had them dookie ass, big ass motherfucking VHS cameras back in the days? Like, wait, hold on, let me just turn this on. Hold on. They're like, no, oh my goodness. What are you doing? Niggas couldn't get no, we couldn't record our shit. Now, it's almost like, what, nigga, you're not recording? Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not on your porn star shit? Like, shit different. So, yeah, this is the exhibitionist culture or the exhibitionist era. They don't have the inhibitions that my generation had. Remember, I'm the generation that I had to sneak to listen to vulgar hip hop. Nigga, I had to fucking sneak, nigga. We had to create ways to listen to profanity, nigga, in our household. We could get fucking punished, nigga, for listening to profanity. The newer generation, they mamas was like, fuck you, bitch. Huh? What you want, ho? They was doing the DMX. Tell me what you want from a nigga. Like, that's their nursery rhymes. You understand? Niggas are different. You got little niggas on TikTok with they mamas and shit. They TikToking with they mamas doing you know what I'm saying? They doing that shit like synchronized swimmers. They mamas was, yeah. We was dating some of they mamas, so we already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Remember, we had to wait for BET Uncut. Niggas we had to patiently wait for debauchery. This new generation is right there. They could dive right into the debauchery. We had to wait for the debauchery. You know what I mean? We had to wait till like WHT fucking you know, after hours and shit like that. You know what I mean? We had to wait. It wasn't right there for us. You said Ice Spice looks like. Don't do me like that. Little baby son trying to stop his mom from twerking. Yeah, she got that BBL. It's going to be hard to Good luck, little man. Was you there to witness? I did Greek Fest. I didn't do Freaknik. Blue Pill and AA Rashid came to Atlanta in 1996 for the Freaknik. Ran back to New York, because remember, we ain't have no internet back in the days. Ran back to New York. Yo, this shit crazy. Because we used to go to the Greek Fest in Philadelphia, Long Island. You know, that was like the Greek Ferrari. But they was mad freaky in that. But they came back with the stories about Atlanta in 96. And then I went to Atlanta in 97 to try to catch that shit. But I got down here, it was too late. I just caught the remnants of it. You know? I caught the remnants of it. You feel me? So, yeah, they got debauchery notifications. You know what I'm saying? They it's right there. TikTok, Twitter. You know what I mean? Like some of these fucking special channels on Instagram, OnlyFans, OnlyGrams. Like, it's all over the place. So they're different. So they're different. 94 was the last real one. Yeah, where's that documentary so they can explain some things about that debauchery? I want to learn some things about it. You know. But I'm not going to be here forever. Tonight on Third Eye Thursdays, I was going to do Soft Targets 2 or The Great Fall Part 6. So I'm torn between what I should do. The Great Fall, because I've been doing a series called The Great Fall, and niggas is falling, right? So this is something that, you know, I might have to talk about, because there's a great fall taking place. Or I might do Part 2 of Soft Targets, where we focus on what's going on in the world of, you know, the I don't call it white supremacy, I call it white inferiority and some other things and whatnot. So what do y'all think? What should I make the topic tonight? What should I go in on? The Great Fall Part 6? It might be on Part 7. Or Soft Targets Part 2. And you had to see Part 1 and know what I'm talking about, because that was like a dissertation. I really was able to bring some things to the surface. You know, and then they went ahead and did that march in Orlando and whatnot. And the KKK marching in Orlando, they didn't march in Orlando. They were marching where Trayvon Martin got murdered. So it's not about, oh, that was a fake march. No, nigga, it was a ritual. It's part of the ritual. Trayvon Martin got killed in Sanford in 2012. They got acquitted in 2013. 10 years later in 2023, there's still remnants of that spell or that ritual that's affecting black people. You know what I'm saying? That we haven't gotten out of that, quote unquote, that. And I showed on Soft Targets #1 how they are consecrating. They turn their killers into saints. They have a thing. There's a sainthood ritual to basically make those killers saints, right? And when I did further research, the KKK marching on Disney, they were basically talking about the pedophilia in Disneyland. That's what they were exposing. You feel me? They was exposed, like how Hebrew Israelites be going places and exposing shit. They was doing that on the white side. You know? The Proud Boys leader got sentenced. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that. They sent his ass up. You know what I mean? He was the help. He was the help. And there's other people out there that be acting like, you know, they be, you know, niggas for Trump. You know, all of these melanated men and women that try to be the front line faces for these organizations. Oh, please believe it. They're going to cook your ass. When the shit fall, you are going to be the you're gonna be the whatchamacallit. You're gonna be the scapegoat. You're gonna be You're gonna be left holding the bag. You niggas are the scapegoats. Why didn't Polite take the tribunal? Y'all tried to save him. Oh, he didn't take the tribunal because the tribunal would have put him in front of the elders, and the elders, whatever word the elders came down with, and we're talking about 2016. No, we're talking about 2018. It wasn't the same as what it is in 2023. Now, this community is looked at like a joke, and the energy and the appeal is not the same because the financial niggas and the Ben X's and the Keys and the Graces and the Rizzes and all of them, they came and pushed all that shit out the way, in a sense. They broke that spell. The EYL financial movement, niggas is day traders now. They broke that shit. So the appeal and the hold on the hearts and the minds of our people was very much stronger back then. So whatever word that the elders would have put out on Polite would have completely shut his shit down. He would not have been able to function like that. But the same elders who privately was ready to tribunal him publicly praised him after we outed him. So you see the quagmire? You see the quagmire? Right? So he probably contacted the same group of elders because they was pressing me mad hard. Like, yo, who the elders? Who the elders? I'm like, nigga, I'm not telling nobody who that's gonna go with me to the grave. I'm holding on to that. You know what I mean? Because it is what it is. I don't, I'm not gonna let no niggas put no pressure for me to out my elders, even though I was highly disappointed in them. And I've had times when I wanted to call it out. But like I said, I look at what they going through right now and I say to myself, you know what? They made their own bed. You know? It's not, I don't even have to do anything. It's all being handled in the spirit realm. It's all being handled. I heard, do I think elders sold out for money? What money? Stop saying niggas. No, fuck that. Nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Do I think they sold out for money? No. What money? What money did they sell out for? Where's the money at? There wasn't no money. You know? And that's exactly what I'm saying. That if motherfuckers was right and exact, their money would have been right. It's millions of dollars out here. Motherfuckers is making millions of dollars. Hey Phil, you were instrumental in helping 19 Keys to Fame. No, I wasn't. Don't do that to me. He did that on his own. You know? Conscious community. Yeah, I mean, hey. So if the elders would have did what they were supposed to do, they would have been all right. They wouldn't have to been doing GoFundMes. They wouldn't have to been doing none of that stuff. You know what I'm talking about? I've never heard 19 Keys saying niggas. Family, I'm not 19 Keys. Why are you weighing me against another man? That's not even right. If you don't know me, then just say that. Like, if you don't know me, just say that. If anybody knows Red Pill been saying what the fuck Red Pill wanted to say. And it's, to me, it's never ignorant getting goals accomplished, right? On some Tupac shit. And If I gotta address niggas, then I'm just gonna have to address niggas, because if they acting like niggas, then I'm gonna have to address them as such. But to be honest with you, it's never ignorant getting goals accomplished. Don't weigh me up against another man, because we don't do that where I'm from. You don't even know me like that. And I don't know you like that. So it's not wise to do things like that. Whatever makes that man, whatever that man does, let him do what he do. You didn't meet me with that man. You know what I'm talking about? We're not doing all of that. You're not finna police my delivery like I'm offending you or something. I'm not talking niggerly. I'm not talking niggerish. You don't see me up here being a chatty patty. I'm literally giving y'all my story. I'm being transparent. If I lie, you know what I mean? Shit. Then let somebody say something. If I lie, then let somebody say that I lie. You know what I mean? Call me on my lies. I'm just giving you the truth from where it is, where I see it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm glad that I didn't come into this community trying to sound like I'm an academia, being outside of myself. I remember people were trying shit like that out. They were trying to, so expeditiously, the contents of the parables. I remember some of my contemporaries was trying to, they was trying to sound like they was Dr. Ben and them, and it didn't work out. You know what I mean? It didn't work out. We are the hip hop generation. We came up in this bitch, and we were ourselves. You know, what I'm also gonna be talking about on the 10th at this art show, DMT 23, is how, and when I was studying, right, and we didn't have a look, we didn't have a outfit, we didn't have a uniform. They wasn't pushing lifestyle back in those days. People who were conscious didn't look conscious. I was the one who brought the look to consciousness through my clothing line, Kings County, and that's actual Snapple facts. Nobody was dressing up with the conscious drip. Nobody was going in. You know, not to say nobody. People was doing what they was doing. You know what I'm talking about? People had their own fresh, look and everything. But when I saw that was a lane, and I'm like, yo, I want to wear my ancestors on my shirts. And I knew how to do it because I was putting rappers on t-shirts. And I said, man, ain't nobody gonna be, they not feeling this. Ain't nobody finna jack this. Because in 2005, all of the young people that you see right now that's on the internet that's telling me, don't say nigga. Yeah, they wasn't even in the audience. When you look at those LIU videotapes, old Bobby Hemmett, Dr. Blair, and we in the audience and whatnot, it ain't a lot of young people in the audience with us. You feel me? That was before the changing of the guard. That was before the new era started. We brought in that new hip hop era and whatnot. So through the art, right? The arts and the sciences, through the motifs of the ancestors, through the arts, through symbol literacy, I began to teach people through clothing, through the fabric and whatnot. That was my contribution in the beginning through Kings County. You feel me? So now we got 1 million clothing lines and whatnot, and we got people that are making millions of dollars a year off of just selling y'all conscious sea moss candles and shit. The whole lifestyle has become an industry, and that's something that we personally started, and we even did lectures called Conscious Industry. You know? Conscious Industries. Because we were like, yo, this is an industry. We don't got to work for the white man. Shout out to all of my 9-to-5ers out there. Y'all just had Labor Day. And on my show, I gave the utmost praise and respect to the laborers out there, the 9-to-5ers, because I I acknowledge that we're nothing without y'all. You know what I mean? It's a symbiotic relationship, and we respect y'all. However, one of our main goals is to help get y'all up out of there and put y'all in a situation where you're providing for you and yours. You know what I mean? And your wife don't gotta call a white man a boss, or your husband don't gotta call a white woman a boss and whatnot. Y'all could stay home and call each other a boss, and the child could raise up looking at the parents as successful bosses. That's the key. You know what I mean? That's the key. That was the vision and whatnot. And to see that vision manifest where people are now millionaires, multimillionaires, hey, it's a beautiful thing. And it's a thankless type of contribution. I'm not looking for no pat on the back. I don't need none of that, because all of that is for the ego. All I need to do is see it. So when I went to Invest Fest and there was thousands, I'm talking about thousands of vendors, y'all had to be there to see it. Don't allow no snippets. Don't allow nobody who wasn't there to tell you about something when you wasn't there, y'all. Don't fall for that okie doke. Fuck all of that bullshit. We know that people are threatened in consciousness when they see the financial people, because they don't have a grip on them. They don't control them. They don't run them. Them niggas will tell you suck. They will be SMD in a minute, bro. They don't run those people. And them people got motion. They got big motion and whatnot. There's nothing that you could do about that. You know what I mean? There's nothing that you could do. Let Tony the closer do what he got to do on that side and clean that shit up. But there's nothing that conscious people could do to stop that wave. It's not going to stop. Black people learn how to make money. They learn how to trade stocks. I don't agree with all of that shit, because it's just sometimes I put my my personal beliefs in the middle of that. Like, I'm not going to buy BlackRock stocks. Nigga, I'm not buying Microsoft stocks because I don't fuck with Bill Gates. That's just me personally. I'm not buying into the stocks of companies that I would rather see die. I'm gonna do puts against them. That's what I would do. I'm gonna bet against them. But it is what it is. There's really, we could sit back and we could link up, because where you gonna get your investment from? Why doesn't nobody build a bridge to say, yo, can I get an angel investor from over there? Can I get a venture capitalist from over there? Do y'all believe in what we doing? I cured AIDS and whatnot. Can I get a few $1 million from you niggas? You know what I'm talking about? We could cure cancer. Fuck all of that pink, them pink marches and whatnot. We got real cancer patients that we cured. Here's the paperwork on some Yaki Awaken shit, on some KT the Arts Degree shit. You know what I mean? We could show the paperwork. We could show the proof. We could show all of that. Where's the funding? Where's the funding? That's what's needed. So when I went to that venue and I seen mad vendors, I'm talking about, it was like a football field of all melanated businesses from 4 years old. I met a 4-year-old all the way up to like 80-year-olds. And they was shining. They was happy. It was a lot of fake money. They was throwing it around. Who cares? Who cares? You think that affect anybody? People was looking clean and sharp, healthy and happy. And I had discrepancies about the event, but who cares? The fuck? I'm not Siskel and Ebert, nigga. I'm not go take that shit up with what's the shit where people go to the restaurant and they rate them? You know what I mean? Go take it up with them. But to try to shit on a whole event of 20,000 people, you know how many personalities is involved with 20,000 people? It's a lot of shit going on. Yelp, yeah, go Yelp that shit, nigga. Go Yelp. Don't be, you know what I mean? Go Yelp because you acting like the help. Fuck that. Go take it up with Yelp. You know what I mean? Yeah, the audio, I didn't like the audio. The fucking food truck situation was kind of suspect and whatnot. And the security was white boys. And, you know, I didn't like that. But, who cares? Who cares? You know what I mean? I didn't pay a fucking coin, nigga. And I made money, and the networking that I did was worth millions of dollars. And the love that I received was worth billions of dollars. And I was giving out billions of dollars worth of game. And anybody that want to take a picture, I stopped. I hugged. I kissed babies. I hugged women. You know what I mean? I got my butt squeezed. Yeah, and I'm not telling no. I'm not snitching either. Yeah, I got a lot of love because it showed me the brand that I was building up, right? Because I'm supposed to be in a conscious event where niggas is, pitching patchouli oil and talking about head wraps and whatnot. But I'm in a financial event. I'm in an all financial event, right? I'm not supposed to even be recognized. They supposed to be running over to all of them other people. I'm supposed to be ignored and whatnot. No. But what happened was, as I walked, because I didn't even really go to where the speakers was at. I was more so rocking with the vendors. What happened? I was reminded the impact of the teachings. Because if you got people running up to you saying, red, that's red pill. Oh my God, red pill. Bro, do you know that this business that I have is because I saw a video on Signetter TV? Do you know we started this business based off of something you said on Melanin Monday? Oh, bro, this shirt right here, I made this with AI. I got this because I was in your course. That was the reassurance. That was the payback, right? That was the pouring into me that I needed at that moment and whatnot to reassure me that I'm on the right path. So I don't know what people are saying about our people in businesses, but there's a lot of melanated businesses that are doing their damn thing right now. There's a whole industry that's blossoming. We should want to get a piece of that. Food is goddamn it, I'm in Atlanta. Y'all already know what it is. You can't get vegan food for less than $20. This shit is very expensive, and there's a lot of those popping up. Good food though. The flavoring, they done stepped it up in terms of good vegan food. I used to eat rice cakes, okay? Hear my pain. I used to eat rice cakes, niggas. You know what I'm talking about? So the food is popping. The skincare, beauty products and consciousness. Niggas got CMOS. Look, my daughter did a skincare for me when I was in Houston. Got my pores opened up and everything. You know what I mean? She was using product. I went to Ulta and she fucking maxed out my debit card, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I didn't even know that Ulta was taking pockets like that. You know what I'm talking about? But I do know if I'm ever single and I'm trying to get a date with one of y'all, I'm definitely gonna say, oh nah, let's go on a trip to Ulta. I'm gonna sponsor that. Let's go on a date to Home Goods. Yeah, I got the game, nigga. I learned. I didn't even have to read it from a book. I just pay attention. Yeah, let's go to Ulta. I got you, man. Let's go to Sephora. So on me. It's all good. First date. You know what I'm talking about? Smash. So the skincare products is a multi-million. They got people putting products in Target, Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Like healthy products from herbs and whatnot that we've been taking to get our bodies right. Right now, it's been commercialized. You're gonna let somebody else take that from you? You're gonna let somebody else turn that into a product? You're gonna let somebody else who don't even know, they just Googled the information? There's people coming late in the game and turning this shit into an industry. How, Sway? Where's all of the people that was taking Polite's courses? Where's all of the people that was taking all of these business classes? Where they at? Because they were supposed to be the ones. Where they at? They're supposed to be the ones. You know? So you got apparel, clothing, multi-billion dollars. You got skincare, multi-billion dollars. You got healthcare, how to help people get healthy, multi-billion dollars. You got hair care, multi-billion dollars. You got footwear, multi-billion dollars. It goes on. Look, they got conscious grills. These are red opals in my teeth. I don't got no regular gold grills, nigga. Shout out to Royal Labs. Like, it's a whole industry. I saw Erykah Badu rocking them. I was like, I need it. I need those on my teeth. Then I seen Soul Messiah rocking them. I'm like, this shit is fly. Cause I rock stones on my body, so I put stones in my mouth because I be spitting gems. You know what I mean? I'm paying homage to my gem spitting. So, Comedic, what up? So you don't even have, where's Conscious Tubi at? You feel me? Comedic eye. Let's shoot the Conscious Tubi film, yo. I'm an African scammer. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm in Harlem. Cooking niggas. Yeah, let's do that. You know what I'm talking about? Let's do that. Where's the Conscious Tubi at? We need a conscious Love Jones. Where's the conscious love story at? And I'm not talking about the polygamy shit either. Like, where's the conscious love story? Where's the nigga who turned a thought into a thottis? I want to see that. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the Umar Sukiyana Lifetime love story. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would sit through a Tubi 2 hours with the vegan popcorn watching that. Niggas is leaving money on the table. Where's the conscious comic book? Where's the conscious video games? All of these things need to be done, bro, before I leave this bitch. Niggas is leaving too much on the table. How much to start a production company? Probably 100 bands. Because it's going to go to the cameras and the equipment. Just 100 bands. That's a swipe on the American Express. Where y'all at? 800 credits. DM the guard. You know what I'm talking about? And you don't got to put it on Front Street. Hit me on the DM. Where the 800 credit at? You know what I'm saying? Talk black to me. You know? That's 2 swipes of the Amex. Yeah. Look. We can match Amexes. You know what I'm talking about? Where we at? Because Polite used to do the heavy metal shit. Yeah, we could match Amexes. And y'all was enticed by shit like that. You know what I mean? So we could oh, it didn't sound the same. We could, oh damn, my shit don't make the sound same. But we could do that. We could go swiping together and start this production company. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all was following the credit repair. You know what I mean? Somebody has to have gotten their credit right. You know what I'm saying? We could do it. But I'm here to let you know that you might as well do it before waiting for somebody to do it for you. Because it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen if you just wait. Because people don't like this community at all. They despise this community or this network. They want it to burn. All of the help that is provided has been, quote unquote, that shit been wiped away by the fuckery, you know what I mean? And they would use that as leverage to discredit. So you're not going to get no help from nobody else. You might as well restart again and figure it out. But my advice is don't try to do the same shit. That shit is finished. Bookmark it. It's done. Put a fucking fork in it. It's a done data. It's done. It's done. Let it go. Okay? Let it go. Because as I looked around the internet yesterday, after homie got found, basically blatantly found guilty, and I saw the niggas was still standing up for it. They were still making excuses. And then there was people who was acting like they hated this nigga forever, and these was his main lap dancers. I was like, you know what? Instead of getting a fucking aneurysm because of stress, we're just going to burn it down. You know? It's going to have to burn down. You feel me? It's going to have to get burnt down. You know? There's nothing else that could be done with it. It can't live anymore. And to be honest with you, it's about 5 niggas already in jail right now. Nobody wants to have that conversation. And I don't wish jail on nobody. You know what I mean? And like I said, It's weird coming from me because I've been in jail before. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a street dude. But I have to pay attention to what the fucking signs are showing me. Like, it's niggas in jail that are almost similar to each other. These individuals, they're not that different from each other. And then you got people that are got cases on them, and it's all in alignment with this nigga, what Polite has. These are not isolated incidents. Everybody that copied his swag and his strain, everybody that followed his DNA, they all are down bad right now. How the fuck is that? How do we let that happen? Is that just a coincidence from Planet X? You weird niggas, you? How is that happening? How is the niggas who clearly followed his footsteps and copied him, you cloned him, right? And then niggas cloned young Pharaoh, but Pharaoh cloned him. How is all of these niggas in the same pot right now? It's just weird to me. You know? Yeah, most of the community is street dudes. We knew that from the beginning. We already knew that. We was in the streets. Once again, a new generation, a new class of freshmen. Wasn't the Dr. Benz. We wasn't Dr. Ivan Van Sertima's. It was niggas coming home from jail. And it was niggas who was out the streets. And it was ex-gang members. And we told y'all that. That wasn't hidden. That was like, yo, we outside on the south side. And the people love that shit. They love niggas in the streets. They ate it up. But nobody was hiding anything. It was like, yo, we outside. We from the streets. Do you see the streets right here? If we wasn't from the streets, we would got attacked. Because we was outside talking crazy about the streets. And them niggas was walking by us like, yeah, that's right. We shitting on the gangs, and the gangs walking by like, teach! If we was some squares in the streets of New York, niggas would have packed us up. You know? They would have packed us up. They would have sent us home a long time ago. But nobody was out of place. Yeah, you know how Brownsville got down? Nobody was out of place. Everybody was in their element and whatnot. And to keep it a buck with you, we were at work. We just turned some fucking cameras on and gave you niggas a show. But we literally were all at work. We were working on 125th Street selling shit. Nigga, we just happened to turn the cameras on and start talking. But even if the cameras never came on, we were still selling shit on 125th Street. We were at our jobs. You didn't know that? Niggas wasn't coming on 125th Street to record videos. We was out there working. And then the camera turned on and we got in front of the camera. But there's a thing about the camera that will change you. Boy, that camera is dangerous. Man, oh man. That camera is dangerous. That camera is dangerous. But we was at work. I'm not at work anymore. The situation is different now. Not at work. I'm not on 125th Street standing behind a table selling clothes so I can feed my fucking family. It's a whole nother game right now. I don't have to stand outside. You feel me? And I'm taking care of me and mine. I'm handling my BI. You know? But that's what we was doing. We was at work. Sinetta was selling DVDs. I was selling T-shirts, Kings County. Sutek was selling his T-shirts, right? Dr. Jack Felder and his son Nova Felder, they were selling DVDs, VHS, and books. Polite first came out there, he was selling books from Dr. York and shit like that because he was bringing the books from Brooklyn. Brother Rich, he went to Brooklyn and he set up shop and he was selling DVDs. He was at work. We were working like a 9 to 5. Oh, you got a couple of t-shirts? Appreciate you, tycoon status. You should save those. Put them in a frame or something. I know they washed out by now. But yeah, we was at work, y'all. We were literally playing it forward, but we were working to pay our bills and to sustain our families and to keep food in our refrigerator, right? We wasn't shaking no cup. We wasn't robbing and stealing. We wasn't hustling. We was basically, I was selling $15 shirts at first. So as long as I sold 2 shirts an hour, I didn't feel like a failure because I was making theoretically $30 an hour. I would be able to tell my dad, nah, I ain't a bum. I'm making $30 an hour, nigga. He'd be like, nigga, you a bum. You know what I'm saying? You outside, nigga, you a bum. And he wasn't a fan of outdoor vending and whatnot. He wasn't a fan of that. He's old school. He's like, nigga, I'm a professor. You a bum. You know what I mean? You got, you know what I mean? Like, you're not, this is not something that I could tell my friends about. Yeah, Azazel and Majade, they were selling jewelry, right? They were selling jewelry. They were selling information. You know? As a matter of fact, y'all know Black Dot, right? Black Dot was one of the first people that, well, AA Rashid also was a big believer in me and my bro. These are some iconic pieces from Sister Majade, right? Rest in peace to Azazel and whatnot. They was a dynamic duo before they broke up. They used to feed us all kind of. She was my jeweler. She was the one who really helped me level my whole shit up because of my jewelry. There was something about those stones, you know what I mean? It was something about those stones that just made things, it just changed things for me. It changed a lot of things and whatnot. I'm gonna have to put these in the FBA museum. You feel me? These are artifacts. They belong in the Metropolitan Museum, but you know, we have to go with what we know. But yeah, everybody was out there working. Nobody was poo button. Brother Larry, do you know that Brother Larry installs security systems? He was the one putting the security cameras in the bodega, the digital shits when they first came out. Brother Larry came home from a body, y'all. Okay? Brother Larry came home from a body. Okay? I don't know the specifics behind it, but he came home from a body. And he learned whatever he learned behind the wall. And then when you saw Larry on film, Professor Larry, he was usually on the way to or coming back from his job, right? Which was installing security cameras, and he was locking down all of the businesses and the stores, very smart, up and down 125th Street. Oh, they messing with the live? Astaghfirullah. So I'm just giving you some insight to show y'all that everybody was at work. We were literally, y'all at work watching us, but we at work watching y'all. We wasn't hanging out. We wasn't just showing up to be on film and look cute and whatnot. No, niggas was on their lunch break and we was like, all right, let's debate. We was on our lunch break and we was like, all right, let's talk about something. And then the shit started going viral. Motherfuckers was like, oh shit, I'm famous. And I've said it before, fame is not your friend. Fame is not your friend. Shabazz was teaching as well. Yeah, Shabazz was pulling up. Shabazz was, right? But Shabazz was always selling something. Shabazz was teaching niggas karate in the park, or how to breathe, or what they call the iron shirt and whatnot. How to basically breathe to the point that somebody could punch the wind. They could put all of their might and it won't even affect you. because of how you're building it up. AA is in New York right now, Comedic Eye. You know, he kind of ushered in a new wave, to be honest with you, if you really think about it, because he came home in 2006 from doing 10 years, and he was accepted in the community by the master teachers. And when he came through, you know, that was the ushering in of the hip hop era, because we wasn't on the stage. The master teachers didn't tap us yet to get on the stage. They didn't give us the green light, because contrary to popular belief, in New York City, LIU days, anybody could not just say, I'm a teacher. Like before Biggie and Pac died, anybody could not say, I'm a rapper. Do you understand? You see the similarities, right? When you take away the firewall, you bring in, you introduce a whole new wave of things. But AA, yeah, he definitely shifted the music for Griselda. He's their Svengali. But AA came in and he basically shifted the whole game, and he ushered in the hip hop generation and gave us a stage to stand on. So I have to acknowledge that. It doesn't cost me anything to acknowledge. You see me, I give it up. I don't be holding it. It's not about me. It's not about me. It never was. You know, I could beat on my drum and whatnot, but I'll never beat on my drum to the point where I was never outside by myself. Let's just say that. It was a collective. And the energy of the collective, me and Sinetta always was going after it. We were the antagonists, protagonists on 125th Street. I'm standing on Aboriginal. I'm standing on Moorish. I'm standing on the fact that, you know, we from here. He's standing on RBG. He's standing on black. I'm standing on black you know, black as a status and whatnot. He's standing on what he's standing on. That was the protagonist, antagonist argument that was going on for 10 years with me and him. And I seen that shit spill out into a global type of debate type of thing. You had to be there. You might not believe it, but I'll bring Nova. You got to bring the people who were there every day. Y'all wasn't there every day, so I'll do a live one day with Sutek, and I'll do a live one day with Nova Felder, and we'll talk about it. You know what I mean? We'll talk about it. We'll talk about the real history of 2/5 and whatnot, and then we'll bring on Sinetta, and we'll let him, you know, either co-sign it or, you know, come with some red herrings. You know, in your opinion, what was Polite's strength and weakness? His strength is he's an orator. He has a powerful skill. He's a Brooklyn, you know, he's a Brownsville, Brooklyn master orator. He was able to do that shit, right? Comedic films. You remember the rise of Polite. You was there. You was there. You was in the audience. Yes, Bobby Hemmett is still alive. Don't let nobody fool you. Bobby Hemmett is still alive. He should be getting $100,000 a month. He's alive. Ask how much money he's getting though, being alive. He should be getting 100 bands a month, but I don't know what he's getting. You know what I mean? But yeah, Bobby's still alive. He had powerful orator skills. He had a presence, you know what I mean? And he took techniques from, I don't know where he got those techniques from, but he had master teachers opening up. King Simon. King Simon was the promoter, right? So he had, instead of Polite opening up for the master teachers like Delbert Blair, like Dr. Phil, he had them opening up for him, and he was closing out for them, right? So for the untrained eye, it looked like he was the headliner. This was all done through promotion. I guess he was the one funding the operations, and King Simon was just the front, you know what I mean? But that's how he really started building up his status and whatnot, where people were like, he's not just a regular teacher. Like, he's different than these other teachers because remember, this was the time when all of the young teachers were doing whatever they could do to become the one. Seti was the one for a minute. Sarasut and Seti was the one after he ate Alim Bey, after he crushed Alim, and he lost some steam because Ali Muhammad and Wesley Muhammad backed him down. He was supposed to have 2 debates after that, and he basically, you know, he got back down. So he you know, Polite moved into that space and started rising up. His weakness, of course, is his genitals. You know, his lower self. He said that he had to burn out his desires because he wasn't that nigga before he got on. Once again, if you're gonna play in this field, you need to burn your desires out before you get into this bitch, because there's too much desires running around. It's gonna pull your ass under the current. You need to exercise the demons. You need to be able to be that nigga in the streets. You need to have went through that initiation before you step on this grand stage. Yeah, brother Polite is from Brownsville. Because if you get on the grand stage and you don't have that quote unquote, you know, if you haven't already exercised, if you wasn't used to being popular, if you wasn't used to having a lot of attention, if you wasn't used to people gassing you up and feeding you the Exxon and whatnot, you are going to become an egomaniac. The only way that you really can navigate through all of this fame and all of this attention and the lights and all of this shit is you have to be prepared for it. You have to be groomed. You have to already be that nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Pay attention. There's certain people that can't move around because they not, it's not in them. It's not in them. So he said publicly, he was like, yo, I didn't really get to floss. I didn't get to skeet off. You know what I mean? I didn't get shorties calling me cute like that. Like the Jay-Z dilemma, right? When Nas called him out in Ether and whatnot, he had the Jay-Z dilemma. So he made everybody pay for what they did to him as a kid, even that young girl. Do you feel like there's a lot of pressure? No. Man, these niggas, man, they did the same thing when he got locked up, right? Remember that? And then niggas did not stay on his neck. And he basically backed down all of these fake outraged niggas by flossing on them. Remember that? He flossed niggas to death to where they were scared to say something. So now he's gone. Everybody gonna have something to say. So it's fake outrage. It's not real. They don't ask the lady whose daughter got violated how many people had sent her $1,000 or how many people is holding her down. This is just a moment right here. This is part of the Chatty Patty news cycle. This is an opportunity for niggas to go viral that nobody's paying attention to. This shit will pass over like everything else, my nigga. We're in a 24 hour. We're in a quantum quickening. This is not surprising. You didn't know he was going to jail? The minute they say that the nigga dropped a fucking nut on the girl, you didn't know that his ass was grass? The only thing that kept him alive was Mayweather's money. Nigga, you know what pay lawyers could do for you? I could body a nigga right now and still have 4 years in the streets if I get bail and whatnot before I gotta meet my fate. And I could do all kind of shit. I could play all kind of roles on the internet. I could lie to y'all and say whatever the fuck I want y'all to hear. Because it ain't how you start the race, it's how you finish it. So when you learn these things, then you'll learn how the game really works, bro. You didn't know he was going to... You didn't know it? You couldn't feel it? You wasn't able to look around because his acolytes is in jail. So that would just show you that the ancestors or the spirit realm is showing you something. And I don't know who's guilty and who's not guilty amongst all of the people that's locked up for dirty dick charges. I don't know. I don't even know these niggas. The only nigga that I really know is Poor Light. I didn't even know his name was Michael. You know? I didn't even know the nigga name was Michael. So, I've been on this thing long enough. You dig? I said what I needed to say. You know? And, yeah, Patah Ra Tahuti. I mean, what the fuck, bro? Nigga, you threw it all away, nigga. You were fucking goofy, bro. You had the world in your hands. And you couldn't control the demons. And that's a telltale sign to everybody out there, especially you men, especially you niggas that's part of the Red Pill movement, and y'all don't get no pussy, you feel me? And y'all hate women and whatnot. Y'all have to really focus on healing yourself, bro. Because that demon will take you over and it will fucking destroy you. You know what I'm saying? It is your worst friend and your best friend at the same time. Your dick. You know? It could build you up and it could kill you. So be very mindful of that. I can't speak to the women per se because I'm not a woman. I could speak to these niggas though because I already know, I know what's going on. In this hypersexualized world that we live in, the auto-suggestions that you hear in your left ear, you know what I mean? The enticement that you're getting just being online. The fact that Shorty said that her booty hole is brown. You know what I mean? Like all of these things are not healthy to a person whose mind is not healthy, it's not strong. You know what I mean? You're going to get pulled under the currents, my nigga. So stop swimming if you can't go that deep. Because nowadays, everybody think everything is for everyone, and it's not that. You niggas, it's certain pedigrees, and it's certain positions for everything. Everything ain't for everyone, but they got you thinking that because of social media. We gotta lighten up the heart. I gotta go and do a consultation, y'all. Love and light, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. Third Eye Thursdays, later on tonight. I think 9 o'clock, Melanin Monday. For all of my Patreons, we're going to be doing something with Ra Aku at 6:30 to 8:30. Be in the building. You should have your links in your Patreon. I see y'all in the building. And for everybody coming to Stone Mountain and everybody coming to the event, DMT 23, the link is in the bio. Go and click on that, KTL University. I'll see y'all in Atlanta. We'll sip tea, we'll drink some smoothies, we'll walk up that mountain, we'll do our ceremony, and then we'll let it do what it needs to do. But we need to cleanse. This has heightened the need for us to get on that mountain and to exorcise some demons out of us. This has heightened the responsibility for those of us who call ourselves leaders and elders or young elders. There's roles that we have to begin to, quote unquote, walk into, y'all. Can't run from it because the shit is going to chase us down like Freddy Krueger. You signed up for this shit. You thought that it was all fun and games. You thought it's just about going live and looking cute. And no, it's about cutting heads off sometimes. It's about getting your hands dirty. And it's about doing shit that you don't want to do. You know what I mean? And sometimes it gets ugly and whatnot, but it's a part of nation building and it's a part of growth and development. I appreciate y'all. Love and light. Peace.